Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, it is always the last thing that people are thinking about.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, there's so many facets of this. The first thing that I would ask is you want to be thinking about, again, our voice sound is frequency. It is literally, if you look at sound waves, it is a frequency. And so tonal quality of your voice is very important. Things that you want to be paying attention or asking yourself the question, does the sound of my voice draw people to me like a magnet, or does it repel them away? So, just a real simple thing. One of the things I work with is the tonal quality, the elements in the voice. So when you think about earth, air, fire, water, metal, all right, earth is very grounding, right? We both have a lot of earth. Earth is authority. It establishes us as experts in our field. It shows that we know what we're talking about. We're a safe place. We can help our clients. Water is a very nurturing. We both have a little bit of that too. Water is very nurturing. It flows. Preschool teachers. A dental hygienist. At least mine does. Very calming. You know that you're safe. Fire is passion. And those are my most favorite. Earth, water, and fire are the three elements I love to work with in the human voice. Two voices that are not going to attract and draw the tonal quality. Metal is going to be that very sinusy. Remember Lucille Ball? Oh, Ricky, right? There are people that sound like that.
The
And
nanny.
friends, the nanny, right?
Yeah.
Fran Jeschler.
Yeah.
Friends, if you sound anything like any of these characters, please, you don't need to call me. I mean, I'm here and I can work with you, but please pay attention to that, because that's a repellent. That is not going to draw people. Another one, air. Remember Marilyn Monroe? Happy birthday, Mr. President. No. Who's going to take you seriously when you walk into a boardroom talking like that? So, I mean, this is just really simple stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just the tonal quality, the
Totally.
sound of your
Yeah.
voice. So these are things to really pay attention to. Um, Working on taking up space instead of, shrinking and holding back. And the wildest thing of all is that, I mean, this is not rocket science. And how I ended up in this, I'm so grateful that this is what I do I can't believe this is what I do for a living, that I get to serve, the human race doing
Mhm.
what I do, because people don't think about it. And I love that we're having these conversations. I love that we have these platforms, and that you, Sabrina, and all the other people that I've been meeting with online all over the world,
Yeah.
right? When you start to dig in, what do you think is the biggest fear? Because everybody, there's one, maybe two major fears about getting in front of an audience. What do you think it is, Sabrina?
Well,
Or the
that
listening
they're
audience?
not gonna like you.
Definitely, that's a huge one. People
Okay.
pleasing.
Okay, not gonna like you, and then that you look fat.
Well, being judged,
That
for
would be
sure,
that
being
would be
judged,
mine.
making a mistake.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all of those things, at least my experience and with the thousands of clients that I've worked with to date, most of the time, this is old, this is childhood stuff. This is childhood programming. We didn't know any different. The people who were caring for us, our caregivers, teachers, coaches, sibling, family members, they didn't know any better. It was just their programming or passing along to the next generation of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So right now there is a movement. Thank you that you are part of this movement, that we are waking up and like, wait a minute. Tony Robbins, the past does not equal the future. We get to create
Yeah.
our new future. And all of that stuff going on in the brain, this was the release that the woman had yesterday, right? The
Yeah.
crying, the sweating, the diarrhea after she left the studio yesterday. Um, that is all that old programming leaving the body.
Mhm.
And we get too much up in our head. And when you get on a stage, if you make a mistake, if something doesn't go quite as planned, it shows that you're human.
Yeah.
It shows that you're relatable, right?
Yeah.
The best thing we can be doing right now is being who we are, right? And it goes back to knowing who you are, right? And without apology. And because when we know that, then we can step into that, fully show up, fully be of service. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks anymore, right? And I haven't always been that way. I was one of the growing up, never good enough, never fast enough. Didn't matter how, it just never. We had mental illness and there was domestic violence and a lot of
Where were you in the lineage of kids?
oldest of
Oldest?
three, oldest of three.
I'm oldest too of three.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that. What is it? Sister, brother? What's up?
yeah. Myself, sister 2 years younger, a brother 5 years younger. Yep, yep.
Dude, my sister's 2 years younger and my brother's 10 years younger.
Look at us. I told
Yeah.
you we're sisters from another mister.
Wow.
So coming back to, I was always, I mean, only as of recently, until like maybe the last 10 years, still trying to prove my worth. Even when I got certified to do the vocal thing,
Yeah.
I was fighting for that acknowledgement from my peers in my community that I was the real deal. I had that imposter syndrome forever. Am I good enough to get on a stage? Am I good enough to be singing to corporate audiences and making all the money I was making back then? Full band, horn section, hair, makeup, wardrobe, 3 girls up front on the stage, the Diana Ross Supreme thing. But now, I'm just, maybe it's just my age. I'm at a point where I do not care.
Yeah.
Now I sound like my 22-year-old son. I do not care. But, all I care about is being of service, helping as many humans, primarily women. I do work with men too, but, especially our young girls that are coming in that just don't even know where to begin. I mean, this is our future. There's a major shift happening on our planet of waking up, of awareness, of mindfulness, being aware every word that we use. We in one sentence, we can either build somebody up and like, yeah, cool, or we can tear them down. Here's another story. Quick one. I had a woman, this was a few years back, for her 70th birthday. This is an important woman. Like, she is up there on the corporate ladder. She's running businesses. She's making, I don't know how much money she's making, but she's off the chart. Very successful woman. For her 70th birthday, her husband got her a little gift certificate to come work with me and do a few sessions.
Aw.
In that first session, this is a powerful, confident woman.
Yeah.
Same thing. She's breaking down in tears. I learned that as a child, so she's like maybe 7 or 8 years old, maybe
Yeah.
10, Catholic school. The nuns told her, please don't sing. We want you. This is your job. You're going to turn the pages for the piano player accompanying the choir. 70 years old for her to come and learn that actually you do have a voice.
Wow.
You can sing. But this is the stuff that comes into my office.
Can most people sing?
Everybody can sing. Everybody can sing.
Can everyone sing good?
Everybody can sing.
Maybe not like win America's, Got Talent, but can we all sing good?
We can all sing.
Wow.
And that would be such a fun thing for us to do, like a little group, a workshop, some fun thing.
Yeah, I would sing in the car and my dad would always say, don't quit your day job.
Yeah, so it's things like that. Like, it's a silly kind of a fun, little bantering back and forth, maybe with your dad, but that stuff goes deep. And
it was not fun. It totally was offensive.
We take that in.
Because I was learning to play the guitar. And then he told me that I don't quit your day job. And then I quit everything. Yeah. Because to me, it's weird to like play the guitar and not sing, just play the guitar. It just seemed awkward. So then I just stopped because of that. So it was hurtful.
Sabrina, this is such a common story. It's very, very common.
Yeah.
And we take it in as truth.
Yeah.
It's not truth. It's training is what it is. And it makes me so angry. makes me so angry
Yeah,
because I
I
hear
feel
it
it
so
sometimes
much.
because I really enjoyed it, you know?
And everybody should be singing.
Yeah.
It's so healing.
Yeah.
It boosts your immune system. It there's so many health benefits. I've got a podcast on that. Health benefits of singing, speaking, in the shower, in the car. But everybody can learn to sing. Everyone's process is a little bit different. Some people, it's easier to hear the notes than others. Which, by the way, there's no such thing as tone deaf. So you, the audience that are listening, if you've ever been told that you are tone deaf, it's bullshit. It's not true. There's such thing as hearing loss, right? I've had clients who have lost hearing, primarily musicians in bands that have been traveling and touring that didn't take care of their ears, that have lost certain frequencies of sound, like they can't hear, in here, this spot here.
Wow.
But no such thing as tone deaf. It is just training. Uh, you know, uh, sometimes it can be really hard work for some people. The little girl that received the donation from the man that didn't show up, right? Guy shows up at my house for a session on the wrong day. He's all pissed off at me. I want a free refund, my money back. Like, so we get to talking, and this gentleman says, "You know what? I've decided I want you to give this to a well-meaning student that maybe can't afford it. I want you to gift this person." So sure enough, I did. And the young woman, she's a junior in high school, and this is the time of year right now. All the auditions are happening. They're all trying out for the choir and the outburst and the theater stuff for fall 2025. And this little girl, she sought me out. Spanish is her first language. She's been auditioning for this choir every year for 3 years. And, she didn't have the money, they didn't have the resources, but, we came in, we worked together. She really struggled with the pitch thing. But I'm telling you, after I think I worked with her for a couple of months, in fact, I think she's auditioning today, so much improvement, like huge, huge improvement. And she really, really struggled. And I kind of, because she's getting ready for something, I was like a little bit militant about it. It's like, yep, nope, that's not it. This is it. That's not it. This is it. Listen again. If you are one of those people that you want to sing and you struggle and you're not sure, closing your eyes while you sing sometimes can help identify the note. There's something about the eyes being closed. I don't know what that is, but pitch, being able to hear a note and land on it it's always has to do with how you're breathing. Breathing is a huge piece, by the way, of how we use our voice. We need air to move through the vocal cords to make them vibrate and create sound. Without breath, there's no vibration. We're doing sign language, right?
Yeah.
It's either a matter of if you're having pitch issues, they say the note is here. It's either a matter of you're overshooting it, you're giving too much energy. We call that being sharp. The remedy, how you fix that, is to relax.
Mm.
You're not hitting the note, you're down here, you're flat, not fat, flat. The remedy is a little bit more energy to get up to the note. It's that simple, folks. It's not.
Wow.
This is people overthink it, and we're watching the American Idol and watching The Voice, and oh my gosh, I could never do that. And, well, I could help you get pretty close.
Wow.
Isn't this exciting?
Wow, that's just so interesting to hear. I had no well, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know anything regarding voice.
Yeah,
So
huge.